guys, and welcome to my review of One Piece chapter 866. A lot of backstory in this one, which is really great. Like, it wasn't one of the oh my god, chapters where I scream a lot. It was just one of the ones where I was like, ooh, great throwback, because we had a lot of throwbacks. Like, this is the first time we see Elbaf. And since we met people throughout the series who are from Elbaf, like Dory and Brogy and the two from Ines Lobby, whose names I've forgotten, who we also meet, and Harden. We'll have all these really funny throwbacks, and just having Dory and Brogy being like, this is what happened, this is a legend of Elbaf, everyone knows about it. It's really cool to see like that, because it's been so long since Little Garden, guys. It's been so long. And we all knew that when we would come to Elbaf, all of this would come back up again. But I mean, with how the last chapter ended, I never really expected us to see Elbaf this soon. Like, forgetting last chapter. If someone had told me like 3 weeks ago, oh, we'll be seeing Elbaf soon, I would have been like, what? Because I never expected us to see it. Like, I expected for Elbaf to be yet another thing that would be teased in this arc, because with all the things of the Giants, but I never expected us to see it. And while we don't see it in real time, we see it in flashback, which is still really cool because there are still all of these throwbacks. But the chapter focuses on Charlotte Linlin as she is left on Elbaf by her parents, because they thought Mother Caramel is here and she'll take Linlin, which she does. And we get the story of Mother Caramel and just the story of how Linlin, let's call her Linlin for now, because I feel weird calling her Big Mom in this flashback. Let's stick with Linlin. She's a kind child. She loves to eat. She's childish, but she's definitely innocent and nice, because she has destructive power. And that's not her fault that she was born that way. She's born bigger than other people. She's just born with natural force, and even though she tries to be nice, she doesn't really know how. And like, it was probably hard for her parents. Like, I'm not gonna say what they did was right, but it was probably hard for her parents, let's be real. So I really like having the instances with the wolf and the bear, where she's like, I wanted them to be friends, but then the bear ate the wolf, and then I accidentally slapped the bear, and I'm not entirely aware of the fact that I killed him. And how she treats other races. Like, she sees Long Arms and it's like, oh, you have too many joints, let me take care of that for you. Or she sees Merfolk and she's like, oh, you have fins, let me take care of that for you. And Mother Caramel is like, no, just don't do that. There's nothing wrong with them, just like there's nothing wrong with you being really big. And it was just really sweet when you have Linlin for the first time being surrounded by big things, like things that, as the chapter said, was made for her. Because she was always so big, and even when she arrived at the orphanage, she was being teased by the other children of, ooh, you're so big, or you're giant, and no, she's just a human, because that was how she was introduced. She's just a human who's way too big. And we know that as well, as a fully grown adult. She's not giant-sized, she's just bigger than a regular human, for some reason. But generally the chapter, it answers some questions. Like, we get to see why she loves Mother Caramel. She was the only one who was patient with her and kind to her, and always forgave her for everything she did, even though she did something wrong. And she definitely like brought her up and taught her all the things like about other races and stuff like that. And it's it's kind of obvious now that the reason that Big Mom of now wants to create a nation where all the races can come together is definitely like the mirror of Mother Caramel's dream, because she wanted everyone to live in harmony. That's the world that she wanted to create, so it would make sense for Linlin, or for Big Mom, to kind of go through with that dream after she died, because I'm definitely expecting for her to be dead. There's no, I don't see, like, either Big Mom kills her, or one of the Elbaf warriors, like the older ones, they'll kill her. Cause it can go both ways. Either Mother Caramel just like jumps in front of the sword or something. Like, I don't know how that will work, because she's like a regular sized human, and both Linlin and Giant is a giant with a giant sword, so I don't see how that will work. Or Linlin accidentally kills her kind of like that would have been foreshadowed with the way that she killed Musket in one of the early chapters of Whole Cake Island. Cause she doesn't seem to remember much from her craving, so if she would have killed Mother Caramel, like, she might have been told that she killed her, but she might also just like come to the conclusion that the giants did, or that she died from some other reason, like there's fire everywhere. I don't know how that exactly will go down, but she'll definitely die. It's a flashback. People die in flashbacks all the time in One Piece. It's kind of like the rule of flashbacks. Like, have we ever had a flashback where no one died? I don't think we have. I really don't think we have. The first Sanji flashback, no one, except for like everyone in his ship. A lot people die in One Piece flashbacks, but that's not the point of this. But I really like how easy it is to recognize Big Mom in Little Linlin, but also how much she's changed from that, because you see the development of her food cravings, which while they may have happened before, as I said in my live reaction, they definitely did not happen to this extent, of where she literally took down the entire village of Elbaf. It might just have been minor, like, spasms or whatever you can call them, because her parents, they bribed her with sweets and were like, oh, just wait here for a bit and you can just eat all the sweets you have with you, and that's fine, because they probably know that sweets is the way to get to her heart and to her brain, I guess. But this is definitely the first time she's in this big of a food craving, or whatever they're called, this big of a frenzy. So yeah, it's interesting to see how Big Mom went from that innocent, kind, yet still destructive child to someone who had been like forced into a state of mind that she obviously did not want to be in, because she was happy in Elbaf. Like, she found Elbaf to be a place she could call, maybe not home, but she could definitely see herself here. She felt like this was a place she was meant to be at. So obviously she did not want to destroy everything, but then the later Big Mom, she will destroy stuff if it does not cooperate with her. We know that if people break deals, she will destroy islands because, oh, they didn't get my sweets in time. Okay, destroy the island. Oh, I want the Germa 66 science, but I don't really want the Green Smoke, so let's just massacre them. Like, she has none of that innocence left. And I kind of want to know where that came from, because she's still a nice person at this point. So it's definitely gonna be something with Mother Caramel, and I feel like she's gonna kind of blame it, because that's my problem, because it would make sense for me to conclude that she would blame the giants for the death of Mother Caramel. But at the same time, why would she then want to mend her relationship with the people of Elbaf? Because as I established in the live reaction, definitely this is the first point where the relationship between Linlin and the giants of Elbaf, their relationship breaks here. And the marriage would definitely be a way for them to mend that broken relationship. But if the giants had been the cause of Mother Caramel's death, then I don't see why Big Mom would be like, yes, let's forgive them. Because obviously she loves her very, very dearly, and goes into a weird state whenever the picture of her is broken or falls over or whatever. So it could also just be that she killed her. And that's why a broken image of Mother Caramel brings back bad memories. I could see both things happening, but I feel like there's more to the story. And obviously we had the birth of Loki also, which is more like, I feel like that's more just to point out that, oh, see, this is Loki who was later engaged to Lola. But yeah, that was really cool. It's really cool just generally because Elbaf obviously draws a lot of Norse mythology, which was like something I grew up with as a Danish person. That was like, we had so much Norse mythology everywhere. So yeah, generally I thought this chapter was really great. It did the things that One Piece does really great, and that's like to give the villains a sensible backstory that makes it like they're still not completely innocent, but they're definitely not, they did not start off as villains, because no one in One Piece really did, I feel like. They all started off kind of innocent and then the world warped them. I feel like that's always the theme of this. It's that, it's the world that's wrong. it's not necessarily the people who live in it, it's always the world who fucks people up. So yeah, I like that aspect of it. But I don't want to talk too much because it's still a flashback and we still have so many unconcluded things, so I feel like we can have like a proper discussion of Big Mom's, what can you say, evolution, when the flashback is over. So yeah, but I'm gonna stop talking now because, again, I don't want this to be too long. You can leave a like if you like anything that I had to say, leave in the comments below what you thought of the chapter, and you can subscribe if you want to see more also. If you didn't see it, I did the part 2 of the Luffy analysis. I can link to it in the description. It's like half an hour long, like the last one, sorry about that, but I just don't know how not to talk, so yeah. But you can check that out, it's all about Luffy and his natural fighting abilities and stuff like that. It's interesting, I feel like, hopefully. I would have made it if I didn't think it was interesting. And yeah, until next time guys, bye!